Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 561 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Andrei, and he writes, "Thank you very much. My organ playing is improving and has improved drastically. I'm especially thankful for your sight reading course. It's great." I guess this is Andrei's answer to my question of how is his organ playing going on these days.
Yes, I think so too.
Very glad that sight reading course is working for him. Do you think people can learn, Aušra, from sight reading various voices and voice combinations of a collection of music like the Art of Fugue of Johann Sebastian Bach, from which my organ sight reading master course is based on?
Yes, I think that's a great course. And I think that in general, sight reading is a very useful skill that any musician must have.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's very beneficial, especially if you are working at church where you have, to produce the new music for every Sunday. Then I think it's necessary that you would be, a good sight reader.
Let me ask you this, Aušra. If you could choose, would you choose a superb sight reading skills or superb improvisational skills?
That's a tricky question.
I know.
But let me say this. I think that these two qualities that you named, we don't contradict with each other.
They support each other, actually.
I think we support each other. Although I guess that people who in general improvise more probably don't like to play from the musical score so much. I know that because of you too, because at one point you almost gave up playing from the musical score.
That was a few years ago.
And I had to put quite an effort, to lead you back to playing repertoire as well.
There is some side effects in not playing from the score and only improvising, is that you will not gain knowledge of the music created before you, right? And you will not apply that knowledge in your improvisation. Basically, you will start, producing music which is increasingly influenced by your own imagination, or limited by your own imagination.
I would say that limited, it's more accurate. term to name it.
But there is another side to this. Some people prefer to improvise without copying anyone, without being influenced by anyone, and that's what I mean.
Well, simply what is my opinion? That well, how original can you be? Yes, you can be original to some degree, because still, you are using ideas that you have heard somewhere, but maybe you heard them in another order.
Maybe you heard them from your own playing.
That's a possibility, but anyways, all music is made out of what 12 tones,
12 pitches, you mean?
12 pitches, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes when I improvise, I catch myself playing the same intonations, the same melodic ideas in a different order, maybe different texture, different form or registration mode, but they're all mine, part of my language, and I guess that's normal and natural.
But for example, if you are improvising, let's say in the Dorian mode, yes, it's still not a mode created by you. You still, borrow some ideas from all around of a musical world, don't you think so? It's just how well you arrange them.
Yeah, yes. There is a saying that it's best to borrow from the dead, from the people who lived long before you. Then it's not stealing and actually um, being influenced by those masters. That's why we play early music as well. Not only to just enjoy it, but to see how it could be recreated in a new context. Right?
Yeah. And if you would look at the musical history, you could see that each new style sort of wants to deny the previous style, but wants to take over the ideas from another style. Let's say let's make this clearer. For example, if we are talking about Baroque, after that the classical period came, who denied Baroque sort of, but we took ideas more from the Renaissance. But when the Romantic period came, we sort of denied the classic, but we took ideas from the Baroque time.
What do you mean from the Baroque time? What kind of ideas?
Well, I don't mean that we copied the Baroque ideas. But let's say J.S. Bach was almost forgotten during the classical period. Nobody cared about his music so much, except maybe for well-tempered clavier. But then, when Mendelssohn, found all this great, choral music, all these cantatas and, passions by J.S. Bach. And it gave him new lives. And I believe, that Mendelssohn in his choral compositions also used some of Bach's ideas.
Absolutely.
So that's what I mean, But of course, nowadays, composers take ideas from all those previous periods.
Even from Middle Ages.
And it's all very, very eclectic.
From Middle Ages, from exotic places, from cultures that are not Western oriented, from various historical periods of those places, study of music, let's say, of Japan, but not of 20th century, but let's say 17th century Japan, whatever they can find out about that, of course, but if they can, they could, they would study the music of ancient Hindu rhythms and modes and apply it today. Mix them with different other influences like bird songs or Gregorian chant, and you get what?
Messiaen.
Olivier Messiaen. It's all very personal now. Whatever you meet in your life, it could be your influence, right?
Yes.
For better or worse.
Yes, my student, one of my students, just last week he asked me about, academic music, composing academic music, and I asked him what kind of music that is. Do you mean professional music? He said, well, maybe, and then he explained that he wants to become a composer, but that he doesn't want to compose ugly music. And I asked him what he means, ugly music. And he just says, beam, 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 that's it. That's how he describes ugly music. And I realized that it's probably something very atonal and not pretty for him. So I asked, what do you want to compose music for? And he said, well, I like some music composed for movies. And I told him, that he needs to get online and to find out, about places that, sort of prepares you for writing such kind of music.
Oh, you can get a masterclass now online from Hans Zimmer, the probably most famous living composer of cinematic music, besides John Williams, of course. And he teaches his own techniques online.
Is it free?
No, it's not free. It's, of course, it's elite platform. It's called masterclass.com.
Well, I don't think he would be able to pay, now. He's just, a minor yet. So.
Yeah.
But I told him that there are no places, let's say in United States, where you could go and study composition, and that specializes in making music for movies. And we help you to understand how different effects are created. Fear, love, drama, all that kind of stuff.
Horror.
Yes.
Yes. So we started this conversation in a completely different mindset, talking about the sight reading course, and finished about movie music. I guess the recurring theme is to get better and better every day. Start practicing, like your student. If he wants to do something with cinematic music, he doesn't want to wait. Doesn't need to wait for to graduate and go to college. Maybe he can start creating himself, not necessarily for movies, but for videos that he creates, composes, right? For videos that he produces, or something else that is available to him, not necessarily getting permission from others, but taking initiative and taking the first step. And Andrei, the same thing for you, for sight reading and playing and improving your organ playing abilities. Whatever you do today, you will thank for this a month later. Thank you guys. This was Vidas.
And Usha.
Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, the sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help.
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, Hi Vidas and Osha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Osha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward.
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Osha from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.